Hey guys, Aubrey here. Today I'm doing the Eureka Math Squared Grade 4 Module 2 Topic B. Alright, so let's get started. So each lesson will have two parts, the explanation part and the lesson part. So this is lesson 4. Our explanation part. Number 1, multiply. Show or explain your strategy. So 3 times as much as 26. What they did here in the place value chart, they drew 26 3 times. So 3 times 2 tens plus 3 times 6 ones. So that's 6 tens plus 18 ones. 60 plus 18 is 78. Alright, number 2, multiply, show or explain your strategy. 4 times as much as 39. So 4 times, so they broke apart 30 into 39. So 4 times 30 plus 9. That's 4 times 30 plus 4 times 9. 120 plus 36 is 156. Okay. Number 3, a square has 4 sides. A, complete the table. Alright, so one square has 4 sides, so 2 squares, there would be 8 total sides. So each one, you're just adding 4 more. So then 12, 16, 20, 24. So what is the total number of sides 9 squares? Explain how you know. So 1 square is 4 sides, so then 9 squares is 9 times 4, which is 36 sides. Alright, and then now number 4. Fill in the blanks to find 4 times 50. 4 times 50, so we decompose 50 into 5 times 10. And we shift the parentheses over to 4 times 5 times 10. So now we do the parentheses first, which is 20 times 10, and that's 200. Alright, and now number 5, the rectangle is partitioned into fractional units. So write the unit fraction on each unit. It's separated into 3 parts, so each part is 1/3. And shade 2 units. And how much of the rectangle is shaded? 2/3 is shaded. Alright, so lesson 4. Multiply, show, or explain your strategy. So number 1, we have 4 times as much as 35. So I'm going to take 35 and split it into 30 and 5. So we have 4 times 35. It's equal to 4 times 30 plus 4 times 5. Because we're still multiplying by 35, but we're just decomposing it. So that's equal to 120 plus 20. So our answer is 140. Number 2, 3 times as much as 53. And take 53, split it into 50 and 3. So I have 3 times 53, and that's equal to 3 times 50 plus 3 times 3. That's 150 plus 9, which is 159. Alright, next page, number 3. A pentagon has 5 sides. A, complete the table. Alright, so 1 pentagon is 5 sides. 2 is 10 sides. So 3 would be 3 times 5, which is 15. So 4 is 20, 25, 30. So what is the total number of sides of 10 pentagons? Well, 10 times 5 is 50. So the total is 50 sides, since 1 pentagon is 5 sides And 10 times 5 equals 50. And number 4, fill in the blanks to find 6 times 80. So 6 times 80, we're decomposing 80 to 8 times 10. So we have 6 times 8 times 10. We shift the parentheses over to 6 times 8 times 10. That's 48 times 10, which is 480. Okay. Now number 5, the rectangle is partitioned into fractional units. Write the unit fraction on each unit. It's partitioned into 4 equal parts, so each part is 1 out of 4 pieces, 1/4. Now shade 3 units. All right, 1, 2, 3. How much of the rectangle is shaded? 3 out of the 4 parts, 3/4 are shaded. Okay, now we have lesson 5, the explanation part. Okay, number 1, draw on the place value chart to represent the expression. Complete the equations. All right, we have 3 times 42. So it's 42, 42, 42. 42 3 times. So 3 times 42 is equal to 3 times 4 tens plus 2 ones. So 3 times 4 tens is 12 tens plus 3 times 2 ones is 6 ones. 120 plus 6 is 126. So that is our answer. Number 2. Use the distributed property to multiply. Alright, so distributed property, multiply. We have 4 times 52 is equal to 4 times 50 plus 2. We are distributing 52 into 50 and 2. So we have 4 times 50 plus 4 times 2. That's 200 plus 8, which is 208. Now number 3, David uses square centimeter tiles to make a rectangle. Label each side length with the correct measurement. Here we have 4 as our length and 5 as our width. So those are our side lengths. And on number 4, David brings juice boxes to a picnic. He arranges the juice boxes in rows and 3 rows of 8. Jayla brings 18 juice boxes to the picnic. How many juice boxes are at the picnic now? A, draw to represent the problem. So far we have 3 rows of 8, so this is how much David brings. And then plus the 18 that Jayla brings. So, B's, and use the letter to represent the unknown. The total is T. B says estimate how many juice boxes are at the picnic. We have 3 times 10 because we round 8 to 10, which is 30, and then 30 plus the 20, this is the 18 rounded, equals 15. So there's about 50 at the picnic. And now solve the problem. Write equations and a solution statement. So 3 times 8 is 24 plus 18 is T. So 42 is equal to T. Alright, now we have lesson 5. Draw on the place value chart to represent the expression. Complete the equations. 4 times 22. So we have 22 4 times. And one last time. So 4 times 22 is 4 times 2 tens plus 4 times. So 4 times 2 tens plus 2 ones. So that's 8 tens plus 8 ones, which is 80 plus 8, which is 88. Alright, now number 2. 5 times 31. So we have 31 plus 31 plus 30 31. Alright, so 5 times 31 is equal to 5 times 3 tens plus 1 1. So 5 times 3 tens is 15 tens plus 5 times 1 is 5 ones. So that's 150 plus 5. Our answer is 155. Number 3, use the distributive property to multiply. 3 times 33 equals 3 times 30 plus 3. So we distribute 33 into 30 and 3. So now 3 times 30 plus 3 times 3, that's 90 plus 3, which is 93. Okay. Now number 4, Amy uses square centimeter tiles to make a rectangle. Label each side length with the correct measurement. So here on this side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 centimeters. And over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 centimeters. Okay, number 5. Liz bakes cookies for a party. She puts 4 rows of 9 cookies on a tray. Ivan brings another 12 cookies to the party. How many cookies are at the party now? To draw to represent the problem, use a letter to represent the unknown. Okay, so our problem we have 9. We have the 4 rows of 9. And then the rest is 12 cookies from Ivan. So we want to find T, which is our total. So estimate how many cookies are at the party. We have 4 times 10, because 9 rounds up to 10, which is 40. And then 40 plus 10, because 12 rounds down to 10, is 50. So they're about 50 cookies. And C, solve the problem, write equations in a solution statement. So 4 times 9 equals 36. 36 plus 12 is equal to 48. So there is, so there are 48 cookies at the party. Okay, now we have lesson 6. Explanation part. Number 1, draw on the place value chart to represent the expression. Complete the equations. Okay, 5 times as much as 24. We're doing 24, doing it 5 times. That's equal to 5 times 2 tens plus 5 times 4 ones. 5 times 2 is 10 tens plus 5 times 4 is 20 ones. So 100 plus 20 is 120, and that's your answer. Number 2, use the distributed property to multiply. Alright, so we have 6 times 53 equals 6 times 50 plus 3. So that's 6 times 50 plus 6 times 3. That's 300 plus 18, which is 318. Okay, and number 3, we have number lines here. Use the number lines to find equivalent fractions. So here's thirds and here's sixths. 0 thirds is equal to 0 sixths. 1 third, if you match it, it's equal to 2 sixths. And 2 thirds is equal to 4 sixths. And 3 thirds is equal to 6 sixths. Number 4, partition the interval into eighths. Label the fractions at 0 and 1, then plot a point at 2/8. So 0 and 1, and we have 8. So 0/8, 1/8, 2/8 will be right here. Alright, this is lesson 6. Number 1, complete the equations. So 4 times as much as 25. So 4 times 25, that's 4 times 2 tens plus 4 times 5 ones. That's 8 tens plus 20 ones. 80 plus 20 is 100. Now number 2, draw the place value chart to represent the expression. Complete the equations. Alright, 4 times as much as 52. Alright, so we have 52 52 and only 4 times. Alright, so we have 52 4 times. 4 times 52 is 4 times 5 tens plus 4 times 2 ones. That's 20 tens plus 8 ones. That's 200 plus 8, which is 208. Alright, and now use the distributive property to multiply. 3 times 45 is equal to 3 times 40 plus 5. So it's 3 times 40 plus 3 times 5, which is 120 plus 15. So our answer is 135. Now 5 times 52, that's 5 times 50 plus 2. So we distributed 50 into the tens and the ones. Now we have 5 times 50 plus 5 times 2. That's 250 plus 10. So our answer is 260. Alright, next page. Number 5. Use the number lines to find equivalent fractions. Okay, 0/4, match it down, it's equal to 0/8. 1/4 right here is equal to 2/8. 2/4 is equal to 4/8. And 6/8 is equal to 3/4. 8/8 is equal to 4/4. So just matching it up. Now number 6, partition the interval into eighths. Label the fractions at 0 and 1, then plot a point at 3/8. Alright, so we have eighths. Let's see. 1. Alright, so here's 0, it's 0/8, and here's 8/8. So 3/8 would be 0/8, 1/8, 2/8, 3/8. Be right here. So you just count the tick marks. Alright, now we have lesson 7 explanation part. Number 1, fill in the area model and complete the equations. 3 times 35. Alright, so this is our area model. We have 3 here, and here we have 35, 30 and 5. First, 3 times 30 is 90, and here 3 times 5 is 15. So 3 times 35 is equal to 3 times 30, which is this rectangle, plus 3 times 5, which is this rectangle. So that's 90 plus 15, so 105. Now number 2, identify the attributes that the quadrilaterals have in common. So all of these have 2 pairs of parallel sides. So yeah. And number 3, the regular octagon shown has a perimeter of 32 feet. What is the length of one side of the octagon? We know there's 8 sides and each side is equal, so 32 divided by 8 is 4. So 4 is the length of one side. Number 2, Luke runs 12 laps around a track. Shen walks 3 laps. Shen says Luke ran 4 times as many laps as I walked. Do you agree with Shen? Why? So yes, we agree, because 4 times as many as 3 is 12. And Luke ran 12 laps, then that means Shen is correct. Alright. This is lesson 7. Number 1, think about 4 times 23. Fill in the area model. So we have 4 times 20 and then 4 times 3. Here is 80 and here is 12. So now use the distributive property to multiply. 4 times 23 is equal to 4 times 20 plus 3. 4 times 20 plus 4 times 3, that's 80 plus 12, which is 92. Alright. Now number 2, think about 3 times 24. Fill in the area model. We have 3, we have 24. 3 times 20 is 60. 3 times 4 is 12. So now use distributive property to multiply. 3 times 24 equals 3 times 20 plus 4. So that's 3 times 20 plus 3 times 4, which is 60 plus 12. So our answer is 72. Alright, and now number 3, identify the attribute that the quadrilaterals have in common. So they have at least 1 pair of parallel sides. Since this one only has 1 pair, so they can't all have 2 pairs. And now number 4, Pablo scores 4 points during a class game. Liz scores 20 points. Liz says, I scored 4 times as many points as Pablo. Do you agree with Liz? Why? So no, because Pablo scores 4, and if Liz scores 4 times as much, then Pablo should have scored 16. No. Then Liz should have scored 16, but Liz scores 20. So no, since 4 times as much as 4 is 16, not 20. And number 5, the regular hexagon shown has a perimeter of 48 centimeters. What's the length of one side of the hexagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 is the number of side lengths of sides. So our perimeter is 48 divided by 6 is 8. So that means the length of one side is 8 centimeters. Alright, now we have lesson 8 explanation part. Alright, number 1, use a distributive property to multiply. You may draw an area model to help you. Problem 1 is started for you. Alright, 37 times 6, so that's 30 plus 7 times 6. That's 30 times 6 plus 7 times 6. 180 plus 42, and our answer is 222. Alright, now number 2, 8 times as much as 43 milliliters is 344 milliliters. That's because 8 times 43 is equal to 8 times 40 plus 3. 8 times 40 plus 8 times 3, that's 320 plus 24, which is 344. Alright, and number 3, draw and shade 2 different rectangles that have an area of 30 square units. Then find the perimeter of each rectangle. Alright, so for it to have an area of 30, we need the length and the width to multiply up to 30. So here we have 3 by 10, and here we have 5 by 6. So these are both rectangles with the area of 30. And the perimeter, 2 times the length plus 2 times the width, and you get 26 and 22. Alright, and number 4, use the number line to complete parts A and B. Alright, A, complete the number line by renaming the whole numbers as fractions. Alright, so this is 2 over 1, 3 over 1, 4 over 1, 5 over 1, and 6 over 1. So 3, B, write 3 equations that represent equivalent whole numbers and fractions shown on the number line. So 3 is equal to 3 over 1, 5 is equal to 5 over 1, and 6 is equal to 6 over 1. Alright, now this is lesson 8, the actual lesson part. Alright, so use a distributed property to multiply. You may draw an area model to help you. Problem 1 is started for you. 42 times 5 is equal to 40 plus 5 times, 40 plus 2 times 5. So that's 40 times 5 plus 2 times 5 and our area model. So we have 5 times 42. So that's 200 plus 10, and that's 210. Alright, and now number 2, 6 times 53. Alright, so 6 times 53, 50, that's equal to 50 times, 50 plus 3 times 6. So that's 50 times 6 plus 3 times 6. And we'll do our area model here. So this is 6, and this is 50 and 3. 6 times 50 is 300. 6 times 3 is 18. So you can write that here. 300 plus 18. So our answer is 318. And now number 3, 4 times as long as 28 kilometers is. So that's 4 times 28. That's equal to 20 plus 8 times 4, which is 20 times 4 plus 8 times 4. And we don't need an area model for this. This is just 80 plus 32. So our answer is 112. Alright, and now number 4, use the distributive property to find 6 times 42. So we have 6 times 42. That's equal to 40 plus 2 times 6. That's 40 times 6 plus 2 times 6, which is 240 plus 12, 252. Okay. Next page, number 5. Draw and shade 2 different rectangles that have an area of 48 square units. Then find the perimeter of each rectangle. Alright, so we need 2 numbers that multiply up to 48. We have 6 and 8, so you do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so our rectangle. Alright, it's kind of hard to see. Alright, so perimeter of this rectangle, we have 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 8 plus 8. That's 12 plus 16, so it's 28 units. And now another rectangle, for 4 times 48, we could do, for 48 we could do 3 and 16. And I think that's, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For 48, what else? Oh, we could do 4 and 12. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Have our 4 right here. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Right. Alright, so the perimeter of this rectangle is 4 plus 4 plus 12 plus 12. So that's 8 plus 24, which is 32. Alright, and number 6, use the number line to complete parts A and B. So 5 is equal to 5 over 1, 6 is 6 over 1, 7 over 1, 8 over 1, and 9 over 1. So number B, write 3 equations that represent equivalent whole numbers and fractions shown on the line. So we could do 5 is equal to 5 over 1. Let's do 7 is equal to 7 over 1. And 9 is equal to 9 over 1. Alright, now we have less than 9 explanation part. Alright. Use the redraw right process to solve each problem. Number 1, a rectangle is 5 times as long as it is wide. The width of the rectangle is 32 centimeters was the length. So 5 times 32, they solved it by distributing. So 5 times 32, the length is 160. Number 2, Luke buys blueberries and apples. The apples weigh 7 times as much as the blueberries. The blueberries weigh 78 grams. How much do the apples weigh? 7 times 78, that's 546. So that's how much the apples weigh. And number 3, measure the length of each fish to the nearest half inch. Create a line plot to represent your data. So they measured it, and they marked an X for each fish, and then their measurement. Okay, this is lesson 9. Use the redraw right process to solve the problem. Alright. So, number 1, a rectangle is 4 times as long as it is wide. The width of the rectangle is 27 centimeters. What is the length of the rectangle? Okay, so 4 times 27 equals 20 plus 7 times 4. So that's 20 times 4 plus 7 times 4, which is 80 plus 28. So our answer is 108. So that means the length of the rectangle is 108 centimeters. And number 2, a fish is 24 centimeters long. An eel is 5 times as long as the fish. How long is the eel? Alright, so 24 times 5. That's equal to 20 plus 4 times 5. So we have 20 times 5 plus 4 times 5, which is 100 plus 20, so that's 120. That means the eel is 120, I'll include that, centimeters long. Alright. And now number 3, cut out the ruler, measure the lengths of the crayons to the nearest half inch. Create a little line plot to represent your data. Alright. Oh, gotta cut it out. Actually, I still have my ruler from, I think it was one of the previous topics. But okay, measure to the nearest half inch. Oh, we gotta create our line plot. Okay, so let's start by measuring. So to the nearest half inch, this is 3. We'll just write it down first. So we have 3 inches. This is 2 inches. This is 2.5 inches. This is 3 inches. This one's 2. This one's 1 1/2 inch. This one's 2 1/2 inches, and this one's also 2.5. Alright, so now time to make our line plot. You can say lengths of crayons. Alright, so we have our lengths. We gotta mention that it's in inches. So we have, okay, 0 to 3. Actually, we can go farther. 0, we have 1/2, 1, 1 1/2, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5. So we have 1 that's 3, 1 that's 2, 1 that's 2.5, 1 more is 3, 2, 1.5, 2.5, another 2.5. Alright, so the snowline plot. And next we have lesson 10, explanation part. Alright, multiply, show your strategy. Okay, we have 5 times 72. That's 5 times 50 plus 20 plus 2. So I distribute 72 into 50 and 20 and 2. Decompose that. Now 5 times 50 plus 5 times 2, 20 plus 5 times 2. 250 plus 100 plus 10 is 360. Alright, and now 3 times 79. That is 79 threes is 83. So 80 times 3, then minus 3. Because it's easier to multiply that. 240 minus 3 is 237. Alright, and now number 3. 4 times 48. That's 4 times 50 minus 4 times 2. Because 50 is 2 more than 48. 200 minus 8 is 192. Okay, number 4, Mrs. Smith surveys her students about their favorite sport. The tally chart shows the results of the survey. Use the data in the table to draw a scaled picture graph. Alright, so soccer. So each circle represents 2, so each half a circle is only 1 student. So you just draw it for the numbering. Okay, and number 5, Adam walks 6/8 miles, Jane walks 6/10 miles. Who walks further? Draw a model to explain your thinking. So they drew tape diagrams, and the one with more colored in was Adam, which means Adam walked farther. Alright, lesson 10, multiply, show your strategy. We have 3 times 65. We do 3 times 65. I'm just going to do the distributive property. That's 60 plus 5 times 3. That's equal to 3 times 60 plus 3 times 5. So that's 180. Plus 15, which is 195. Now 4 times 49. Okay, I'm going to do, 49, 53s, because 50 is minus 1 3, because 50 is 1 more than 49. So that's equal to 150 minus 3. So our answer is 147. Right. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh my god, not 3s. 4s. Oh, I was looking at the 3. So 54s minus 1 4. That's 200 minus 4. So our answer is 196. 196. Alright, now 5 times 68. We do 60 plus 8 times 5. That's equal to 60 times 5 plus 8 times 5. So that's 300 plus 40, so our answer is 340. Alright, and now 7 times 28 is 28, 20 plus 8 times 7. So that's 20 times 7 plus 8 times 7. That's 140 plus 56. So 196 is our answer. Alright, next page, number 5. Adam tracks the exercises in his workouts The tally chart shows the number of times he does each exercise. Use a data table in the table to draw a scaled picture graph. Alright, so let's do our graph. So we have Adam's workout. So we can say each circle represents 2 reps. So each of these are a rep, number of exercises. So first we have sit-ups, then push-ups, squats. I don't know. I'll do lunge and then JJ for jumping jacks, so we're running out of space. Alright, sit-ups, we have 5. So we have 2, 4, and 5, we'll just do half. Push-ups, we have 2. So just one of these. Squats is 3. So we have 2 plus 1. Lunges is 1. So we'll do 1 half circle. And jumping jacks, it's 8. So 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. Alright. Number 6, Eva swims 5/8 miles. Zara swims 5/10 miles. Who swims farther? Draw a model and explain your thinking. So E for Eva and Z for Zara. We have to make sure our tape diagrams are the same length first. Alright, Eva is 8. So 1, 2, 5/8. So shade in 5. And Zara is 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 5 of these. So you see that Eva's is shaded farther, so Eva swims further. Swims farther. And also since 8 are greater than tenths. So yeah. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video helps. And please don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps on my channel. And please, if you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time. Bye!